Charles Purcell presents.
Give me some more of those beans. Myrtle, did one of those second-hand furniture men from Boston come and see you last Friday? No? Well, he called on me. First I thought he was a patient wanting to see Dr. Gibbs, and he worked his way into my parlor, and Myrtle Webb, he offered me $350 for Grandmother Wentworth's highboy as I'm sitting there.
Why, Julia Gibbs.
He did, that old thing. Why, it was so big I didn't know where to put it, and almost gave it to Cousin Hester Wilcox.
Well, you're going to take it, aren't you?
I don't know.
You don't know? $350? What's come over you?
Well, if I could get the dog.
I once took a course in driving at a school with no cars. The instructors did their best, but it was of no use. The tuition fee was exorbitant, and the faculty lived like kings and queens. My parents didn't mind, because they didn't know. I suppose I should have told them, but I and the rest of the students at the academy had a kind of Stockholm syndrome. We eventually taught each other to drive by stealing our parents' cars. We would take turns, first one, then another. I remember my turn was on a Tuesday just before the snow fell for the first time that winter. I remember because I thought at the time, well, it's a good thing my turn didn't come a day later, or everyone would have seen the tracks in the snow and I would have been found out. None of us knew how to drive, but each of us, luck would have it, seemed to know at least one small thing about driving. So when you put it all together, we could teach each other to drive. By the end of the school year, we were all driving like pros. Our parents were none the wiser, and all were happy. We, the students and myself, even organized drag races over the following summer. Only a few were killed, and the cops never caught us. So, all in all, a great success. Flying down the road in his bathing suit and a skateboard, he only knew that this was not going to last. Summer was coming to an end, and so was his youth. It's not normal for a 12-year-old to think about mortality, but there it was. He came upon an old ring in the gutter on his way home for supper. Hurrying because he knew he was late and he would catch hell from his mother if he was late for dinner. Why so upset if I'm a few minutes late for dinner? He never understood his parents' emphasis on punctuality. So, this ring, it was a jewel of some kind. He knew nothing about these matters, but it was shiny and colorful, in a shiny, many-colored way. Depending on how you held it up against the sun, the many different colors would shoot out almost like lasers. He was pretty sure this was the real thing. Valuable. Instinctively, he swiveled his head 180 degrees one way and 180 degrees the other way. As he put the find in his front jeans pocket and boarded his skateboard to skate home for dinner. A few minutes late.
You want to go to El Paso with me? No thanks, El Paso.
How about New Orleans?
Why not New Orleans?
Have you ever been to California?
I haven't even been to California, Calatunia, or California.
Europe?
No, it's not my up.
Okay, South America then. Brazil.
Are you nuts?
Canada?
I don't know. Can it?
Madagascar.
I drive an electric car.
Singapore.
A pour.
No, Malaysia.
It's Malaysia. You're using the transitive.
Let's go to the Netherlands.
I'm sorry. I just think of you as a friend.
We could go Dutch.
Palimony, salamoni tea. Drink it from a dribble cup and spill it on your knee. I don't know what people think of driving down a slope. Leave it up to mother who is always smoking dope. Frick-a-frack and tick-a-tack, a hammer and a wrench. Dig it from the kitty litter, rest upon the bench. Chilling on the lily pad and soaking up the sun. Never give a break to a fella with a gun. Fiddle paddle, fiddle faddle, fly me to the moon. Take me to the dark side and eat it with a spoon. You don't have a chance with a needle and a thread. I never eat anything that's bigger than my head. Boodle bottle, hold the throttle, speed it up to max. Feel the motion in your loins and burn up all the tracks. All the folks will come around if you got lots of dough. Everybody dances when the song is soft and slow. Okie dokie, make it smoky, eat it with a fork. Belly to the bar, you gotta give it lots of torque. You don't know the half of it, you don't know the score. Every mother's son knows you need a little more. Hunky-dory, slow and snory, take another breath. Wake up with another brother fighting to the death. The fire in the belly or the fire in the hole. Either one will get you if you dare to sell your soul. A ricky-dicky, slip a Mickey in the noodle soup. Slurp it up and find a little pasta in your poop. Should have been a little worried riding round the bend. I saw the horses coming, but I bought it in the end. Shilly-shally, dilly-dally, go to Paris, France. Feed the corner jukebox and do a little dance. Leave it to the teachers, leave it to the Lord. Leave it on the kitchen table on the cutting board. Once I got a little drunk and fell out of my bed. Never woke until she spoke, and this is what she said. Keep it tight and do it right, or I'll get up and leave. Never heard the door slam, but she made me believe. I don't know what happened here, and I don't really care. All I know is you and me can show a little flair.
that has an active worship, an active praise. Praise Him, church. Don't you stop when the music stops, because the music is not going to dictate your next blessing. Praise Him. Praise Him. Praise Him for what He's doing.
He did not have the nerve to reveal his true self. So he wore his clown makeup everywhere, even to bed. Even his wife did not know his real identity. But then, after years of 24-hour disguise, 7 days a week, week after week, month after month, year after year, that is your identity. So, all the guilt and shame and fear he thought he was avoiding and hiding rose to the surface and became everything he was, including the clown makeup, giant buttons and giant shoes, and bright orange hair. So, one cold Monday, he got out of bed, removed the water-spritzing flour from his clown overcoat, took off his clown suit and clown collar. He removed and curled up his already curled and stiff white dickie and tossed it on the chair, along with his baggy pants, giant shoes, pink rubber nose, and wig. He showered and scrubbed until every inch of makeup was removed. That ought to do it.
no fascist USA. No God, no KKK, no fascist USA. No God, no KKK, no fascist USA.
This episode of Charles Purcell Presents is available right now wherever you find your podcasts. Or go to the website charlespurcell.com for the full archive and all the other series in the podcast family. Follow, comment, and contact me on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks to our flagship station, River West Radio, riverwestradio.com. Theme music composed and performed by Peter Donalds. From the New Arts and Media Studios in Milwaukee, I'm Charles Purcell.